Mates telling reply about Schumacher health. Mates telling reply about Schumacher health. No hope, Hamilton's sly dig at teammate. No hope, Hamilton's sly dig at teammate. It should not happen, clip condemns F1 star. It should not happen, clip condemns F1 star. Daniel Ricciardo doesn't believe he's to blame for the crash that caused chaos on the opening lap of Monday's AEST Mexico Grand Prix, changing his mind after seeing a replay of the dramatic incident. Starting 7th on the grid, Ricciardo tried to move up the field after lights out but got tangled up with Valtteri Bottas. The Mercedes driver qualified in pole position but Max Verstappen scooted past him on the outside and then the fin was clipped by Ricciardo and spun out, dropping all the way back to the bottom of the pack. Did you know you can catch up on the 2021 F1 Mexican Grand Prix for free with minis on KO Freebies? Register now, no credit card required. Bottas, 15th, and Ricciardo, 12th, couldn't recover from the collision as they finished outside the points while Verstappen extended his championship lead over Lewis Hamilton, 2nd, with another race victory. Immediately after the race, Ricciardo apologized to Bottas as, without having seen video footage of the crash, he felt obliged to say sorry because he was the one who tipped into the Silver Arrow star and caused him to spin. However, a replay convinced Ricciardo he wasn't in the wrong, instead suggesting it was simply a racing incident on a chaotic first corner where every driver is looking to gain an edge. I went to the inside of Red Bull's Sergio Perez and I do remember locking at one point, Ricciardo said. Replaying it in my head over the next 70 laps, I thought I locked and went up into Valtteri. So I was kind of obviously kicking myself. But then looking at the replay, it looked like I locked in the straight line phase and then actually recovered before turning in. And it looked like there was just not enough room. Obviously Valtteri came across, probably expecting to have a bit of clear track, and then there was Perez and me. So I don't really blame Valtteri, obviously. I'm the one that hit him. But honestly, looking at the replay, I just think it's a first lap incident and a matter of maybe me being optimistic. I feel that it's one of those gaps, if you don't go for it, someone else will and then you're going to get the short end of the straw. Obviously I'm disappointed. And I'm still going to be hard on myself and I never want to ruin my race on lap 1. But let's say, if it's possible to feel any better, I feel slightly better after seeing the replay. And it was actually quite a small hit. But we know these cars don't take much to damage. Ricciardo needed to head into the pits to replace a damaged front wing after the contact and while he's at peace with his role in the incident, not everyone was willing to cut him some slack. The Aussie went unpunished by the stewards as Sky Sports F1 analyst Karen Chandhok said Mercedes wasn't impressed at the lack of an official sanction for ruining Bottas' race. I have spoken to a couple of the Mercedes engineers and they are livid that Daniel didn't end up with a penalty, Chandhok said after the race. BBC broadcaster Christian Hugill tweeted, if you're Valtteri Bottas you feel a bit miffed that Daniel Ricciardo won't be punished for punting him off at the start. I think people have been given penalties for less this season. Mercedes eSports driver Jarno Opmeer added, how was Ricciardo not penalized for that lap 1 move?